like online, because that's really what it is. It's the photographs and stuff that come through the feed.
Right.
And I was like, what? Like, because she had like.
Greetings. We believed that Diddy's predicament could not get any more bizarre. But be assured that Terrence Howard just launched a bombshell, and the consequences are bringing everyone down, including Diddy's alleged partner, Young Miami. Leave rumors and whispers behind. Terrence is stating actual knowledge and making references to does this mean that Diddy's empire and his relationship with Young Miami are doomed? There is incredible evidence that has the power to alter everything. More interwoven than anyone could have imagined. Let's study this whole chaos for years. Terrence Howard, a longtime fixture in Hollywood, has been an elusive figure. With films like Hustle and Flow, he captivated audiences and was nominated for an Oscar for his performance. As he peels back the layers and reveals what he says was the real reason he was sidelined, Howard is pointing the finger at Scene Diddy comms and the allegedly questionable power structures behind the scenes. The rumors never quite matched the story Terrence told years ago when he was the star of Empire, announcing he was stepping away. Supposedly, Diddy, the business mogul, sought acting lessons from Terrence Howard for a partnership rather than for business counsel. It already sounds odd. The atmosphere instantly changed when Terrence arrived, but he likely consented to meet because he believed it was a legitimate, if a little unusual, business request.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. I'm sitting there, just looking, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in and make you approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth.
According to Howard, the conversation wasn't about character arcs or screenplays, and Diddy started hinting at something else entirely, pushing boundaries and bringing up situations that disturbed Terrence. Known for his passion and, let's be honest, his refusal to back down, Howard claims he didn't have any of it. He left after apparently shutting Diddy down immediately and made it clear that he had no interest in the games being played. This is where the concerning aspect comes in. Terrence says that it wasn't a one-off incident that happened to him alone. All of the men who went to Diddy's famously exclusive parties were under the same pressures, he shockingly claimed. He openly asserted in similar situations that men lost their dignity at these gatherings, which raises concerns about potential inappropriate behavior disguised as high society events and a possible pattern of abuse. In contrast to being a personal affront, Howard is presenting this alleged interaction with Diddy as a structural issue inside Diddy's inner circle. Let's now connect this to Howard's more general statements about Hollywood. His formal retirement announcement in December 2022 left many confused. And this isn't the first time he has hinted at being sidelined for refusing to compromise his integrity. Yet, he remained a prominent actor. Why leave so thoroughly, star? The industry, Terrence explained, was trying to force him into situations that would rob him of his honor. He notably spoke of feeling compelled to dress up for roles that had nothing to do with the plot and seemed pointless and demeaning. Terrence believed that this was a deliberate attempt to degrade him. However, the industry turned against him, and the narrative shifted, revealing that he wasn't notwithstanding his values, he was labeled as difficult. It is said that a well-known black male actor who defied convention was being targeted with this standard playbook, commonly used against those who refuse to conform. He lacked self-control and had a bad temper. Some say that this undermining element is not just Terrence Howard's experience, but a reflection of the challenges faced by many black male artists over the years. Known for discussing this on his Shannon Sharpe's Surprising Club interview, Howard revealed that he turned down large bonuses on multiple occasions when he was allegedly forced to dress in a way that he felt went against his values. In one instance, he said he needed $50 million to avoid these circumstances and protect his reputation, highlighting the cost of maintaining his integrity. He described deliberate attempts by Hollywood executives to soften or undermine powerful black male figures, possibly because they were seen as dangerous unless they could be influenced or subdued. This assertion is thought-provoking and raises the possibility of systemic bias or control by the industry.
But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they would do. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You should have a greater desire than being a man.
Upon the release of Kat's interview, Howard did more than just endorse it. He highlighted it and specifically linked it to Diddy. Terrence said, "Just to protect my integrity because P. Diddy was wanting to party," in the video that went viral. Telling him no is something you must do. Indeed, I did. By suddenly bringing up Howard's earlier remarks about being pushed out for not compromising, he made an obvious connection between his own alleged encounter with Diddy and Kat's more specific accusations of industry pressure. He went on to clarify, "Being a real man comes with a curse nowadays because society just isn't built for men to thrive anymore." He explained it by saying that it was because he refused to give in to pressure from powerful individuals like Diddy, who allegedly sought compromise. Men who stand strong are often vilified. This was presented as part of a larger, troubling trend. Terrence Howard did not directly target Diddy and the business machinery while discussing the alleged issues at Diddy's events. Instead, he developed a completely different and highly intricate narrative involving Diddy's assistant and Caresha Brownlee, also known as Young Miami. Terrence then claimed to have video allegedly showing Young Miami in uncomfortable situations at these events, after making startling claims about her participation and potential involvement in these gatherings. This quickly resulted in waves of shock, particularly although rumors regarding Miami's knowledge of, or even complicity in Diddy's alleged activities, have been circulating due to the producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones's shocking lawsuit. Terrence's claims of visual evidence make it more difficult for her to deny the gravity of the charges involving Young Miami. Beyond what Terrence says, we need to consider the disturbing evidence revealed by court documents. For example, the case brought against Diddy by Jane Doe, who remains anonymous, alleges a horrible cycle of mistreatment. Although she categorically states that she never consented to using drugs, she claims that in July 2022, while at Diddy's estate in Los Angeles, she was forced to consume an unknown substance that was later identified as ketamine or a related drug, which caused her to pass out. The lawsuit claims that she would be under the influence of drinks and substances until she lost consciousness, only to awaken injured, confused, and unable to recall what had happened. It is said that this continued until Jane Doe eventually discovered she was pregnant. The lawsuit claims that this is where Caresha Brownlee, Young Miami, allegedly entered the picture. Jane Doe claims that after telling Diddy she was pregnant, Caresha began to harass her, contacting her constantly and pressuring her to terminate the pregnancy. If Jane Doe's account is true, the lawsuit's allegations that she miscarried shortly after the alleged harassments started paints a troubling picture of Young Miami's involvement. The charges don't stop there. either, since the complaint includes Young Miami's participation in trying to cover up the situation. Lil Rod's case complicates Young Miami's alleged role by portraying her as more than a bystander, but as an active participant in Diddy's alleged illegal activities. Persistent misconduct suggests that these relationships go beyond personal associations. They may involve more serious, complex legal implications. If these allegations are accurate, Young Miami's public image and her relationship with Diddy are completely reframed, suggesting a far more sinister arrangement than previously believed. According to the lawsuit, she'd essentially worked for Diddy as part of a network involved in illegal activities and potentially helped cover them up. Now mix this unstable situation with 50 Cent. No comment, I'm staying positive, but nobody believes 50 Cent stays out of drama. Especially when it involves his longtime adversary, 50 Cent said calmly in his first post following the news of Terrence Howard's interview. The long-running feud between Diddy and 50 Cent started with 50's frequent jabs, allegations, and public taunts. When it was discovered that Terrence Howard had emailed 50 Cent a purportedly incriminating video of Young Miami, things escalated. This is due to the fact that 50 Cent is notorious for his unfiltered approach, his bitterness, and his willingness to reveal personal details to harm his foes. 50 Cent now reportedly has a video of Young Miami at one of Diddy's events, but it seems highly unlikely he will keep it quiet given his animosity toward Diddy. He has chronicled Diddy's downfall, and this could be the checkmate move he's been waiting for. Although 50 Cent might have the evidence, Terrence Howard may have sparked the fuse. Here's a recap of the key points. Terrence Howard is an actor who has directly accused Diddy of making unwanted advances and attempting to undermine his career, and linked these accusations to a larger trend of alleged exploitation. Now, multiple lawsuits are involved, with Young Miami specifically named in a legal case involving coercion, misconduct, and illegal activity within Diddy's circle. The situation seems precarious for everyone in Diddy's inner circle, with the possibility of devastating revelations on the horizon. What do you think about Young Miami's charges and Terrence Howard's allegations? What is on the purported video that Terrence Howard says he has, and will 50 Cent release it? The stakes are high, and the story is far from over. Please share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe for updates on this developing situation.